I mean, I would first say that, yes, most people experience it. And actually,
Yeah,
the majority
me
of men
too.
I speak to as well experience it too.
Yeah, to this day, I experience it.
People, you know, that people describe that, I'm just waiting for someone to tap me on the shoulder and be like, I'm sorry, why are you here? So I think there's a reassurance in that. If everybody's feeling it,
Yeah,
then we can kind of chill out a bit, because probably people are more worried about someone tapping them on the shoulder than they are about tapping you on the shoulder anyway. I think also that there's something about self-knowledge and humility with it all. I think actually to try and wade through the layers of, oh, but you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, to say, okay, well, actually, let's look at what I am good at and let's look at what I'm not so good at. And being able to be confident in both those things, at least for yourself, because I think there's a reality that, given the context we're in, it isn't always the most wise thing to immediately tell everybody what you're not good at as well as what you're good at.
yeah,
But I think knowing that for yourself enables you to step into the things you're good at and get used to telling people what you're good at and being confident in that and doing more of that. And then it also, I think, diffuses the fear factor of the things you aren't good at over you somehow, because you own them and you can say, well, do you know what? You know, actually, I'm not great at, for example, standing up and talking in front of a room of people. So do I need to be good at that? No, fine. Okay. Well, then I don't need to worry about it. Or, you know, maybe yes. And okay, well, then people can help me. I can learn how to be good at that. So I think having that sort of space to be really honest with who you are helps to diffuse it a bit. I don't think it gets rid of it. But I think the thing I sort of touched upon about, you know, what you then say externally, I think there is a reality about recognizing the power dynamics in any situation.
yeah,
And I think particularly when you're more junior at work, it's about understanding who are those people around you that you can trust and have your best interests at heart, and they're going to hear that and help support you. I found quite quickly, as I started going into lots of different offices of people that were very senior in their roles, that for some people, I met brilliant people, of course, but I had an assumption held that they were obviously knew what they were talking about. They were great at everything, and they were much better than me at everything because of their position and because of their age. And sometimes, if I'm honest, because of their gender. You know, all these biases that we carry with us. And as I began to actually listen, I began to realize, oh, hang on a second, that isn't true. Well, I actually know better than you on this. And it's not about being better or worse, but it's recognizing that just because you're in that position doesn't actually mean you know any better.
yeah,
And I think that's really helpful. And I think you can also learn from some of the ways that they will carry themselves, because you also find that people that tell you they're good at something, for the most part, you just assume that they're right. Oh, yeah, you know, they say they're good at maths, or they say they're good at public speaking or leading an organization. Like, okay. The effort to prove them wrong is so big, no one sort of goes that way. They just, you hear it and you believe it. So one of the things I say a lot to the girls we work with is get comfortable and confident saying, I'm good at this, because I mean, odds are you actually are good at it, but also that's what people are going to start to believe. If you start telling you're bad at all these things, the easiest thing for them to do is just to believe you're right. I mean, you presumably know yourself better than anyone else, and if you tell me you're bad at this, I guess you're probably bad at it. So instead it's practicing going, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, and oh, yes, you are good at this.